Hey everybody, this is Mark from Harley Racing, Riding and Repair, and I'm making a video here on how to replace the rubber motor mounts on the rubber motor Sportsters from 2004 and up. This is a 2007 1200R Roadster, and I'm going to be replacing the rear rubber motor mounts that are in the shaft of the swing arm. You go through the rear of the motor and then in the front also. And I purchased the front and rear rubber motor mounts from Drag Specialties. So I'm just getting ready to start on the job now. I'm showing you the shaft that goes through the swing arm. And on the left side, or the driver's side over here, there is a rear reservoir for the brake fluid that I'm going to have to loosen up and take off so I can get to the nut of the pivot bolt axle type thing that runs through the swing arm. So okay, and I'm going to be doing this video in sections, so I'll be marrying this up to a few other pieces as I progress through this job. Alright. Okay everybody, back to my video of replacing the rear rubber motor mounts on the 2007 Sportster. So I'm on the left side of the bike, and I removed a couple of bolts here to let the rear brake reservoir hang, and then I removed this small self-tapping screw in the brake line because I have to take the rear caliper off the swing arm, which it's rubber mounted on there, and it slides off. There we go, and I'm letting that hang. And then I loosened the two main swing arm bolts. Now, some people suggest they have a lot of trouble when it comes to this. They won't come loose. Mine, I used an impact wrench on both sides. And there's what the bolt looks on the left side of the bike. And I'll go around to the right side. And I used an impact to loosen this one up too. So and when I take them out, the swing arm drops right down. So I'm going to take that swing arm out and continue this video with the next one. Okay everybody, here we are back to the rubber mounted Sportster swing arm rubber mount replacement. So I took the rubber mount cover off, and then I had a hard time getting it out, but I finally was able to pry out the rubber mount on the left side. To do that, I had to take off the stabilizer arm on the bottom of the motor that hooked to the frame over there. This arm right here. It's up in there like this. So let's see if I can get a good shot of it. So, and then I got the left side rubber mount out. And there's the old one. And here's the new one. The Drags is supposed to be a little stiffer than the Harley. So now I'm going to take this plate off and try to slip this inner shaft out, so that I can try to get the other rubber mounted mount out on the right side of the bike. All right. All right. I took the plate off here, and I put some WD-40, squirted it on both sides of that inner shaft. They say it could come out hard. I also want to clean it up because it's very rusted, I can see. It mounts right very tight in the motor, and I just hit it a little bit from the other side and it's sliding right out. So there's what it looks like. I'm going to clean it all up very nicely and see if there's any wear. Doesn't look like there's a lot from my first inspection here, and clean up that inside and see if I can get that right side rubber motor mount out. If I can, I would be ready to replace them and start to put the back side back together. So, all right. Okay, everyone, I put a couple of long screwdrivers in there and pried the motor over to the left side, and I was able to get out the old rubber mount here. So now I'm going to take the new rubber mount and slip it in there. I can't hold the camera and do it at the same time, so I'll show you after I get finished. Okay, everybody, I got the new motor mount in the right side. So now I'm coming back over here to the left side. I've been working mostly on this left side. I cleaned up the inner shaft, and I cleaned up the inside of the motor where it mounts, the round hole that the shaft goes through. So I greased it. I'm going to put it back in now. It's going to take two hands to get it through that other rubber motor mount, so I'll be back after I get it through. Now when you go to put the cap back over the shaft cover, you have to make sure there's little slots in the shaft where these little indentations right here keep it from spinning. So you have to make sure it's all aligned right. When you put it back in, you can feel if it's in the right spot. Which it's not quite in the right spot right now. I gotta move. Oh no. Nope, it looks like I might have to move it back just a little bit, but just an important point when you're putting it back together there. Okay, everyone, I got the cap back on. So now I'm gonna try to put the other rubber motor mount in the left side. It was hard getting this one out, so I imagine I'm going to have a little trouble getting it in. I greased the side of the motor case there because it's a very tight fit, so it's going to take two hands, so I'll have to struggle with it here. And these tabs, they got to fit in the plate that I put over there, but you can adjust it after it gets in. So all right, move on. So hey everyone, back again. So I got the cap on. I got the rubber mount on the driver's or the left side of the bike, and it went in a lot easier than it came out. I didn't realize, but the hole in the mount, I didn't look at it good. It's to one side, and so if you put that one side, if I would have known it when I was taking it out or thought about it better, I could have slipped it out easier, but it slipped in real easy. So after I tighten up the nuts on the cover, the torque nuts here, then I'm going to slip the swing arm back on and put in the swing arm bolts and button it back up. All right, everybody, thank you. Okay, everybody, this is the final cut of this replacing the rear rubber mounts in this 2007 Sportster 1200R, and I put the swing arm back on, put the caliper arm and the caliper back on the swing arm. I'm going to replace the bolts. I put the I tightened down all of the bolts that I loosened up. I loosened up some of the brake stuff, and I'm going to replace the reservoir and torque down the swing arm nuts, and that will do it. So it was kind of a scary job to start off on, but I think I got her okay, and I think it'll be great. I'll try to post an update on it in the comments section. So, all right, everyone, there it is. Replacing the rear rubber motor mounts on a 2007. Can't see them in there very good, but they're there, right above the swing arm and below the fender there. 2007 Harley Davidson Sportster. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Bye now.